displaying the glory of God's creation by visiting every state park, national park, and national forest in the contiguous 48 states. Welcome to Parking Full Time with Big Dave the Parker.
10th hole. It's 365 feet. It is a par 3, and it is a sharp dogleg to the right. It's also completely flat. In fact, on this entire course, there is no noticeable elevation change. I do want to welcome you back to Parking Full Time. I am Big Dave the Parker. We are at the Glen Neal Disc Golf Course at Lake Eufaula State Park. We are in eastern Oklahoma, about 10 miles off of I-40. Here's the basket coming up here. Now, there's something strange about the markings on these baskets, and I'll see if you can figure out what I'm talking about. If you can't, I'll tell you in a few holes. There's the view back to the tee. 11th hole is 320 feet. It is a par 3, and it is also a sharp dogleg to the right. It plays out of this stand of trees here, and there are a couple of big trees here that you'll need to avoid. But if you can get through this initial stand of trees, then this hole really opens up. There's the dogleg right there. Here's the basket coming up. Again, there's something strange about the markings on these baskets. Every basket on the back nine has this strange thing. There's the view back to the tee. Hole number 12 is 281 feet. It is a par 3. It has a fairly wide fairway, but you see we are heading into a grove of cedar and oak trees, and the next several holes are going to be playing through these kind of narrow corridors cut through this dense grove of trees here. The basket is actually in the side of the corridor, kind of tucked into the grove. That is the 12th basket. And there's the view back to the tee. 13th hole is 315 feet. It is a par 3, and it is actually a double dogleg. Doglegs first to the left and then back to the right. And this is a very challenging hole and very challenging tee shot, especially when the wind is up, which it frequently is because this is Oklahoma. Now, I mentioned something about the baskets. As we get close to the basket here, this fairway gets really tight. And if you look at the number on this basket, it's actually printed as 14. This is, in fact, the 13th basket. All of the baskets on the back nine, the hole number printed on the basket is off from the actual hole number by 1. 14th hole is 245 feet. It is a par 3. And it is a sharp dogleg left. In fact, it is more than a 90-degree dogleg. So you have to flight your disc high and curve it sharply right to left if you want to get anywhere near this basket in one throw. Here's the basket. It's tucked in a really tight corner here, cut into the trees. Again, the number printed on the basket is off by 1. That's the strange thing about this back nine that I mentioned earlier. 15th hole is 259 feet. It's another par 3, and it's another hole that is carved through these tight corridors that play through the oak and red cedar trees. It's really amazing. The front nine is really open, but the back nine is really pretty tight here, at least tight by this course's standards. And again, if the wind is up, which it frequently is, then this back nine can be a real bear. Very tightly wooded around this basket right here. Hole number 16 is the shortest hole on this course. It's 180 feet. It's a par 3, but it's also probably the tightest hole on this course. You see these red cedar trees around here, and they will really gobble up your disc. If you throw it into that red cedar tree, it'll stop your disc very quickly. Again, these baskets here are in these little tight corners of the corridors. Very interesting hole designs here, I think, on this back nine. Hole number 17, and you can see our escape from this red cedar maze coming up here. This hole is 258 feet. It's a par 3, but you need one last tight technical throw here in order to get out of the trees and back out into this more open area. That is the parking lot and the start of the course that you see ahead and to the left here. Basket occupies an interesting position here, right underneath this tree. It's another very nice hole. 18th and final hole. It is the longest hole on this course. It's 443 feet, and it is a par 3, but as you can see, it is completely wide open. It's really amazing how this course goes back and forth between really open holes and really tight technical holes. That's one thing I really like about this course. Since this is the last hole, I do want to thank you for watching. Parking full time would not be anything without the people who watch. I realize that every day, and I thank you every day. Here comes the 18th basket, only one pine tree off here to the right. And there is the picnic area and playground beyond. Overall, I do like this course. Of the 3 state park disc golf courses in this area, this is my favorite of the 3. And so if you are in eastern Oklahoma, it's worth taking a short detour off of I-40 to play here. That's the end of the course. Have a great afternoon. Take care, and Lord bless.